Yeah, this is a podcast about video games. It's Optional Bosses. I'm Kyle.
I'm Abe.
I'm Jimmy.
And this is Optional Bosses? Yeah, I already did that. Let's go ahead and go into our segment called The Not So Final Bout. How this works, we're going to talk about two separate things, and then we're going to make a decision on what's better at the end of the discussion. So today it's heroes versus anti-heroes as protagonists in a game, as the playable character.
Okay.
You know, so like what do you, the way that I look at it is heroes are great and everything, they're very cut and dry, they all live kind of in the same morals, you know what I mean? But when you throw an anti-hero into the mix, they kind of, like Mal, from like Serenity and Firefly and stuff like that, like he's very anti-hero. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of depth to him because like he doesn't play by the rules.
So he's like chaotic good.
Yeah, but that would be an anti-hero. An anti-hero is not a bad guy. He's fixing problems, just probably not in the most convenient, not in the most PC way.
Yeah, he's more likely to shoot the guy in the face.
In fact, he does that several
Shepard.
times.
Yeah.
I deserved it.
Yeah, like Mal versus Shepard. Two.
That's true.
Yeah,
that'd be perfect.
That's exactly. That's a really good. That's on the same team.
Yeah, same universe.
So what would what's his face be? Jane? If because would he be even more chaotic?
I think he's chaotic neutral. I don't know if he's exactly a hero character.
That's true. He's looking out for himself.
Because he obviously he's attached with the crew and he's trustworthy to a point. Because several times Mal's like, don't let Jane be in charge and stuff like that. And how they meet, Jane screws over his current team to get with them because they offered a better deal.
Yeah. But
later on in the episode, you see Jane is actually he has a conscience, but he doesn't use it very often. Jane is my favorite character. It's probably one of my favorite characters, but
oh, absolutely, yeah.
But he's just...
It's hard. It's actually hard to choose any character over any character.
Yeah, they all
serve a purpose, wow, so this is Optional Bosses, and we are talking Firefly.
I think we could go all Firefly. Too soon.
Yeah, right.
The movie was great.
Everything about Joss Whedon is great. He should make every movie from here on out for everything.
Like the new Uncharted.
Yeah,
Is that supposed to... Is that a green light, or is that...
Dude, who cares? That's gonna suck whenever it comes out. I think it's in developers' hell. Nah, he's too busy with the castle.
Is that still going?
Yeah, it's starting this season.
I need to catch up on that because that was really good from what I watched the first 2 seasons of it, and then
Castle's great.
Well, I just never know when it's on, so I just.
It's just like it's so TV crime drama, which I hate those. Well, I hate those shows. But it's Nathan Fillion. He's fucking hilarious.
And they make the cameo of the Firefly in it too.
Yeah, totally.
I was like, I'm hooked. You gotta watch it.
Wow, yeah, so heroes versus anti-heroes.
I think we're gonna get derailed.
Yeah, it's okay. That's fine. This is the space to do that.
It keeps it interesting.
I don't know, I don't know, some here, like, another really good example would be, like, kind of like Goku and, like, what Vegeta kind of turns into. Like, he kind of turns into, like, an anti-hero.
Oh, yeah.
You don't like Dragon Ball Z. Jesus Christ, Jimmy! Doesn't like Star Wars, doesn't like Dragon Ball Z.
I didn't say I didn't like Star Wars. Because I watched them all. And I didn't sit there, like, wanting to kill myself or poke myself in the eye. Not like Dragon Ball Z.
Doesn't like Zelda?
Dragon Ball Z I don't like. I don't like Zelda either.
What the fuck?
It's just too... what is it? He's like an elf? Like, he's an elf with a fairy that follows him around?
He's not even an elf sometimes.
I just remember the one for the
sometimes
Wii.
It's Hylian.
The little fairy just, hello.
That was one game. That was one game.
We need to get him and Ryan in on, like, the Zelda...
Oh, does Ryan not like Zelda either?
Yeah.
So this is great. It's like,
but I don't think either of y'all have reasons though. Like, did you just hear any of the reasons you just said?
I'm glad.
It's like there's like a fairy and he's like, hello.
I'm glad there's another person in this group that has good taste.
Okay. Seriously, it's actually just kind of fact that Zelda's good.
Yeah.
It's just fact.
It's a well-developed game.
I don't like fantasy. I didn't like the controls. I thought
How do you not like fantasy?
Stupid. It's just the story. I just cannot get into it. There's nothing that I like.
There's no guns in it, is what he's saying.
No, even if there were guns, like, I wouldn't even... I'd just be like, oh, it's just someone I hate using a gun. Use it on himself. Just end my misery.
Wow, Jesus Christ. I'm glad we got on the topic of Zelda because Zelda, or Link specifically, would be the the poster child of what a hero is. Yeah, you know, like he's only doing everything for the good, you know.
Yeah.
And in a lot of ways, like, you know, and like this is not fair to use him as an example because there's not a lot of depth to the character that is Link, but in a way, like, you wouldn't probably have much more depth than what's already there because of just how kind of cookie cutter hero he is.
Yeah, and
really, that's kind of the problem I see with all heroes. In all honesty. The ones who are just like all for right, you know, it's like, but that's what y'all are all for is for right. So like, what are you about, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
so I always kind of enjoy more of a rogue, you know. Like,
well, I think like that was the classic hero that everyone envisioned, and I think it's evolved into what we know now.
Anti-heroes are bigger now with our generation. You know?
It's more like
the
really
GTA generation, as they would call it.
I think it's more relatable if they're anti-hero because we don't know anybody that is just all for the good. There's a little bit of.
Well, we do. We don't hang out with them because they're squares.
Yeah, exactly. But like everyone has a little bit of a dark side to them, and they're good characters. They're good people. Like they're more relatable if they're not like a goody-goody.
Yeah.
Goody two-shoes.
Yeah, and it's almost kind of not fun whenever they're too good. You're just like,
because they're
come
predictable.
on. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of
you know, it's like, what are they going to do in this situation?
He's not going to turn on anybody at the very end. You know what I mean? Like, but if you got an anti-hero, man, he might turn on a few people before the story's done. And nothing like a good betrayal, you know.
Oh yeah. I think a good contrast for a character like Link would be a Travis Touchdown, No More Heroes. That game, the first game, he's literally going through and killing people just so he can have sex with like the girl who hired him to be in.
Yeah,
that's literally his motivation. He's like, if I win, will you do it with me? That's literally what he says. So I mean, he's working towards a woman too, but he just wants to have sex with her. So
and he's slaying dudes all in the van, and he's just like, oh, wow, that's awesome.
Cursing everybody out, but he's got like a conscience too. He doesn't kill a certain particular character. He's like, you know, this, that. I'm not going to kill you for that.
Which keeps him in the area, you know, the area.
Yeah, it's
a gray area of good.
Yeah,
yeah, right.
that
living in the gray. Yeah, with Liam Neeson. But yeah. I don't know. How do you feel about like a really good thing about like a really good example is actually Metal Gear Solid for like the heroes and anti-heroes because that game is just full of gray. Everyone's just gray. In fact, like the entire time, like especially like in 2, like you're not even fighting bad guys. You're actually like killing the good guys. You know, the entire game. Yeah. In a way. I mean, you know, they are the antagonists of the game.
But they're just doing their job. Like, they're not, they're
sinister. One, they're trying to take on the Patriots, which ultimately is the bad guy.
Yeah.
You know, and you're stopping them. Yeah.
Like, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, because you're
and then everyone is, like, kind of like, they're keeping their secrets from you, which ultimately kind of screws you, but, like, they're doing it for what they believe to be the right reason.
Right. That entire game just lives in gray, you know, and, like, that's which kind of elevates it amongst all the other games to me because everything is so it even like isn't even afraid to like go there and talk about, you know, it's just like it's not about good or bad or evil versus, you know, light or dark and everything like that. It's just about it's about my decision, your decision, my perception, your perception, and they're different, so we're gonna have to fight about it. Yeah. I don't know. What about you, Jimmy? Do you rather play like with like heroes or anti-heroes or?
Oh, I think you already know the answer to that. It'd definitely be anti-heroes.
It's easy.
My good area is gray at best.
Even when I play like as my Commander Shepard in Mass Effect, like he chose like my guy was very middle. Like, all my decisions, like, sometimes I would make a real asshole decision where I'm just like, I'm gonna fucking kill this alien race, or I'm gonna punch this reporter in the face, you know? So my character, because that's how I like it. I like to have my characters to have a little spice to them, like a little bit of a edge to them or whatever.
Well, like, when I play my characters, I like to play it, like, it's more relatable to me, because I like to kind of play as if that was the decision I would make if I was in this decision, like if I was that character.
Yeah, that's usually how I play it.
So mine obviously would not be very... It'll be good, ultimately.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, man, this guy just deserves to die.
Right.
I'm going to put him between his eyes.
Yeah.
Just saw the day.
You should play Alpha Protocol. There's a lot of decisions like
really?
that. I think, you would have a lot of fun. Like, 'cause everything about that game is shitty. Like, shitty animation, shitty control, shitty everything, but like... It's fun as fuck. It's a real fun game. Yeah, and I like a lot of games now have like choices and stuff like that. So they're kind of leaving it up to you whether kind of build your own character, create your own adventure type of games now. But I don't know. I think the anti-hero kind of craze came in with like Grand Theft Auto. In all honesty, being and like you're not even a good guy in that game. You know what I mean? Like you are the bad guy. You're just fighting other bad guys who are just eviler than you.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah. So like you win, but it's not really winning.
I know
you're
killing cops the entire game. You're not a good guy by any stretch of the imagination. And another game that kind of rides the anti-hero line is Sleeping Dogs, which I just got done playing, which is sick. I love Sleeping Dogs. Oh yeah, it's really good. You should just...
Isn't it like Grand Theft Auto, like...
Yeah, in China.
Yeah.
Mostly with kung fuing. There is guns, and when there is guns, it's fun. It's good gunplay. I would check it out, man. Just do whatever you do. I think you download things allegedly, but I
don't know what you're talking about.
I can't say it to be sure.
I don't download anything illegally.
Yeah, we're all just speaking hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
Yeah. I don't know. Heroes, anti-heroes. They're dudes.
Uncharted would be a good anti-hero.
Who?
Uncharted? Drake?
Yeah, he's an anti-hero. Yeah.
So is everyone in it. Like
that guy, I mean, he's a thief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He steals.
Yeah, he's fucking...
Well, he doesn't necessarily steal from people, does he?
I don't know.
I don't remember, because it's always artifacts.
Yeah, but
But he did like break into that museum.
Yeah.
And then there's that.
And that guy's a murderer. He's just slaying dudes the entire, like hundreds of dudes.
These are like mercenaries. Like they don't care. They just get paid to kill people. So they knew what the job description of their job entitled.
You're gonna get killed by this gringo.
It's not like he's going around slaying like civilians or anything. These are people out to kill him. So
And he likes to take mind hallucinating drugs. I mean, he doesn't like to, but he can handle his shit pretty well. He could somehow survive while tripping on like a major weaponized hallucinogen.
Well,
while shooting and evading people. I'm just like, man, this guy can hold his drugs. Dang. Good job, Nathan Drake.
Everything that he's gone through, like you'd imagine, it's like this drugs are nothing to him. It's just like,
what? You see those hallucinations he was going through? Those would cripple anybody. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that's a really good example. He's a great example for an anti-hero, and like he would suck. That game would suck if he wasn't the way he was. You know what I mean? Like he totally makes.
What would be a good one? Heavy Rain.
Like who?
The main character. Oh, the main character. Like the decisions you have to make.
Yeah. Because
that one decision with the.
With the dad, the other dad or whatever. Yeah.
You decided not to.
Yeah. I did.
Kill the guy.
I wanted to kill him so bad.
But I didn't. Remember, I was like, I'm a father too.
Yeah, which was sick. Yeah, I'm a father too. Boom! I was like, oh, I wish I did that.
Hey, the guy comes out there and tries to blow me away. Because, like, you go in there and, like, he goes in there to kill the guy. But, like, he didn't kill him yet. Like, he didn't try to kill him yet. The guy just happened to have a shotgun there, and he was a drug dealer, right?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So... I didn't do it yet. The guy tried to kill me, so this was self-defense. Is how I'm gonna.
But right before he kills him, like you're in like his daughter's room or like twins' room or whatever, and he's like, "I got kids, man. Just look,
he's on the ground,
look around, man." And like you like have the gun to his head, and you get to choose whether you're gonna shoot it.
Like you kick down the door and you get in there, and like I think like. He like either wrestles you or like you take a shot and miss or something like that.
No, you knock on the door and like he like shoots through the door. I think you kick it in and run in and then like he starts chasing.
And so then he tries to kill you and you disarm him, and that's when he's begging. He's like, I have a kid and a daughter and.
Yep, and then Jimmy just shot this poor dude right in the face.
I had to do what I needed to do.
Wait, who had died in your game?
The FBI agent got he got sent off the case. Because I really wanted it to be that asshole cop, so I kept accusing him. Like,
did you really?
I went all the way. I was like, you accusing him, and then they said I was out of line, and you were off this case, and they transferred me out. So the FBI agent was gone from then on.
Jimmy's ending was 100% different. His entire game was 100% different from my game. Like, that's
Did you?
He's never played it. He's never.
Did you tell him your ending or?
Well, I don't want to because he wants to play it.
Yeah,
some things are there are some consistencies.
Yeah, we'll save it for when you finish it. Then we can all compare our endings because my ending is grossly. Mine is like dark.
It is like literally the fucking most depressing ending that anyone has ever written for anything ever.
It was I was just like looking at it and I was like, wait, what? What just happened?
The credits are rolling. Heavy Rain's amazing, and yeah,
I'm
that
excited
game
for that new one that's coming out.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Because I went to Heavy Rain just kind of neutral about it because I wasn't sure how I'd feel about the Bush and Mash.
Yeah.
Like the timed, whatever they call it now, timed events or whatever. But like
Quick
it was
time.
intense.
QTEs.
It was intense playing through that.
You
game.
get emotions evoked out of you that are not replicated from any other gaming experience. It's much like Journey, like you were playing Journey the other day.
Yeah, and like the decisions are actually very like you have to really consider. And I know people say that about every game, but I've never had such an issue making a decision about something than in Heavy Rain because it's like all the decisions are kind of bad, but it's what you're willing to sacrifice to accomplish that.
Yeah, totally. Well, cool. Yeah, we can we go ahead and stop there. That was good. I enjoyed that. You got to play Heavy Rain, man.
I do. I will.
Yeah, and you've got to play more games that don't have guns in them, Jimmy. So
I play lots of games that don't have guns in it.
Like name 4 right now.
I play Tetris on Facebook.
That's a fucking social game. We just got done making fun of that. So
I'm not afraid to say it. I play Tetris.
Okay,
Tetris.
go. What are other
Tetris. I played.
You gotta name 4.
I played the billiards game on my phone.
No. Okay, well, I'm gonna even give it to you because you're struggling to get to 4. So
I'm struggling to get to 4. Let's see, what else did I play?
I'm even gonna.
I'm really. I played solitaire.
No.
Hey, on technicality, those are all games.
There's only 3. If we want to count that. You're like Minesweeper. Checkmate.
I actually didn't even think of it before. You're right. I don't have anything.
Wow. Damn. Yes. Jesus Christ.
Expand your horizons here a little bit.
I play Tetris like almost every day.
Hey, what character do you use in Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
I use Chris. I use Wesker. And who's my third? Deadpool.
Hey, what are all the similarities between those guys, Abe?
They all
they all shoot.
I interchange them with Dante.
You ever put Jill in there? She shoots.
I didn't really like Jill as a character.
I like Jill.
Chris is my favorite character.
It was hard to like that game at all, though. In all honesty, so yeah. Let's leave on that. That's a swan song for this.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.